I really planned it out. So after every poem, could you please ask me a question about the poem or about me? Okay? If anyone has a question about the poem that I performed or a question that they would like to ask me, I am willing to answer it. But one question, okay? One question after every poem. Okay. So I've been drinking and smoking. So I think that it was appropriate for the first poem that I'm going to perform. It's called Side Effects. The poem is about drugs. Yeah, it's about drugs. I hope you guys really like it, man. Let me just see if I can control it. If you like any of my poems, please check them out on YouTube. Khali Aldrin, Khali space Aldrin. Okay? That's like the great Khali. Yes. I didn't connect. Oh, I did. I'm sorry.
Just send me a track so I can check your headphone jack.
Should I send you the track or should I play it? Okay. I put it on flight mode, né? So that no one disturbs.
Full volume.
Yes, full volume. Let me just see. It's not. Yes. This is not the poem. Just full volume. Okay, yes. We'll make it to it. The first poem is called Side Effects, huh? Once there was an OG who fell in love with this girl and her name is Cody. Her favorite color was purple, her figure tight with a bosom perfectly circled, and on his mind she circled. She asked he be a giver, asked for an organ so that she could be a liver. He said yes, and promised to never leave her. He fell deeper and deeper, every night constantly beneath her. He would only ever see her, roam around her presence, and she was his Caesar. Hashtag relationship goals, but she didn't see him as a keeper, so she stopped caring. He was too overbearing for them to become a pairing. She became a red herring. Sabotage his health and movements, incredibly stealth, and using up all of his wealth on everything but himself. She left him high and dry like his voice the entire time. But he got over her with the help of his rhymes, and that's the end of that storyline. It's not done. Reality hit. Then he realized that his ex was abusive. Started listening to music and reading to avoid being called stupid. Man had no time for Cupid until he saw this other girl and he just knew that he had to get her. Acoustic. Her name was Jane. From then he knew he had to marry. He said hi. Stared at her eyes and saw the fire up inside. It's when I wanted to make you mine. His. That's when he wanted to make you his. He knew she was a bitch who'd probably leave him in a ditch, but he knew that he needed her. If he wanted to get rich with that music shit, she let him hit. One stroke and she came pretty quick. Are you new to this? Nah, you know Cody? I banged that bitch. She rolls her eyes and casually says, we're just friends, am I right? He says, yeah, and thinks, damn, this is the life. She stays for the night cause that nigga been giving good pipe. It's morning, he's yawning. She snuck out the sun, greet him alone, it's boring, his lungs are missing. He takes note of this while he's busy pissing and instantly regrets his decision to invite her into his business. You can't turn a hoe into a missus, he explains. Oh, you came back? Yeah, I just went out to get a snack. And then she hopped in that sack, he gave her wood front and back, I want her back. But you hadn't even dated her. They became the best of friends since he never knew what to say to her. There was no passing or replacing her, only embracing her. He is still hopeful that they could be something more. To this day, he is still chasing her. And then the man started writing. And this seemed like the only lines that would bring him excitement and need to be silent, but in year and far-sighted, created an island and became his Poseidon, wanting to end the violence he wrote when he saw in his iris. He gladly gave his heart to her. She didn't need need to ask. He's 8 years into this relationship and he hasn't even gotten some ass, he's not complaining. Although she's driving him insane and heaven is trying to maim him, the paranoia has gone to his brain and he fears that heaven will frame him. It's a shame, but he has to be for the sake of the human generation. Grim reapers and demons come to him in preparation. Time is being wasted and he's losing his patience. Doubt tampers with his cadence and he needs it to make his mother's payments and build her a house made out of pavement. He's tired of living in shame and situations so paying to these lines he is partner with. He's constantly painting, hoping your playlist will take him. And then he may be. The story is yet to be sold, the painting is yet to be seen. He has given her his life and he has nothing left to give. Except to be fuck about you. The ones listening to this shit. Yes. So that one was very aggressive and very mainstream, you know. I'm going to tone it down a bit with the swearing,